All right, here's another question for you all. Which team was not involved in the three-team James Harden blockbuster trade this year?
Was it the Nets, the Rockets, the Bucks, or the Cavaliers? I think that we can easily rule out two. One, his old team, the Rockets, and two, his new team, the Nets.
And if you pick his new team on NBA 2K, you will probably lose some friends. Don't do it.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. We look at the Celtics, advantage in one series.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics' chemistry has made a leap with the addition of Kemba Walker. Walker said it's a team sport. You want everybody to play with joy, play with freedom, and have fun. And Kevin, he has truly come to love seeing his teammates have success in Boston.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brook Lopez is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, they've got Powell. Anthony is out there with Paul George. Then it's Conley. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. Home in the paint. Millsap kicks to LeBron. 4 on the clock. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And now Portland on the break. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Anthony. In the loss to the Pistons the other night, definitely was not himself. Walker taking his time here. Fires the 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here tonight. He misses the free throw.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy's a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate.
And the second free throw, good. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Conley, the pass to Anthony. He kicks it to George. Shoots from 12. Back to Anthony. Passes it to Conley. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Portland. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Walker against Conley. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Hassan Whiteside on top. Brook Lopez is second.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size.
Inside, here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Walker against Conley, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Portland moving the ball around.
Well, you love the hustle that Brook Lopez plays with on the defensive end. He may not be the quickest guy, but he will give his all.
James, the pass to Fournier. Right side to Walker. Uncovered. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Conley gets the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's LeBron. 26 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Millsap.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Conley against Walker. Anthony right side. There's Dragic with the three. No good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And we've seen Dragic do this for many years, fighting his way through contact to make plays.
And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Now, here's Fournier. 9-point game his last outing. Lopez outside. Clock at 6. For the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Anthony. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Nice shot by James.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Dragic following the basket by LeBron James. The 8-footer. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Fournier. LeBron's got his second basket.
Well, we know this. Fournier is a multi-position guy, and how adept was that pass? Really nice.
Anthony. Walker with some nice D. Boston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. There's the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And we don't normally see Dragic inside, but credit to the Slovenian for not shying away from the trees.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And that one falls for Dragic. And Goran Dragic drops them both. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Millsap looking it over. The pass to Walker. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Boy, I thought Kemba took some contact on that shot, but boy, the toughness and focus is right there.
Anthony finds Whiteside. Pass to Conley. Anthony with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Whiteside. Got a piece of it. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Paul Millsap.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
LeBron against Powell. James dishes to Fournier. Back to James. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Walker. Over Conley. And again, it's Boston converting.
You can watch Kemba Walker see that play develop, and the explosive speed ensures that he's going to finish.
Portland moving the ball around. Powell, no one around him. Drops in the tray. Powell's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lopez finds James. And James throws it down hard.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Walker against Conley. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gibson passes to Vanderbilt. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that. Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands, he's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us. And be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Now, here's Green, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Dragic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Celtics with the lead. And here they go. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Anthony against Burks. Passes it to Vanderbilt. A pass to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Over Green. Rebound by Williams.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Celtics leading by 3. Morris outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. Tony Snell's checked in for Boston. And Morris drops them both. Here's Dragic. He has 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gibson looking it over. Outside Dragic. Fades away. And too long on the shot.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
They push it up. 4 on 3. The 3. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Over to the wing. And Gibson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Dragic against Morris.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Morris dishes to Williams. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Morris passes to Burks. Nice ball movement by Boston. Green, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kicks it to Anthony. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Morris outside. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. Burks with the steal. Left side Williams. Puts it up from 7. Misses the baby hook.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Caldwell Pope passes to Gibson. And here is Anthony, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Tipped away.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Dragic is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And Gibson kicks to Dragic. Burks against Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Vanderbilt. Portland needs to get off a shot, and the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell-Pope against Burks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Dragic, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. This is to George. Back to Dragic. He feeds it to Gibson. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Well, Taj Gibson understands how to operate in the screen and roll. He is exceptional, rolling to the rack.
Williams passes to Morris. And the shot goes in. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Now here's Dragic. He has 7. Here's Gibson, and he converts the layup. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
Green passes to Burks. Stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's George. The teardrop falls in. And now a three-point Trailblazer lead.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
The Celtics making a switch here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Robert Williams. LeBron comes in for Tony Snell. Evan Fournier is checked in for Alec Burks. And Walker subbed in for Morris.
Well, Evan Fournier proving adept right in that instance of making the defense bite and put him at the free throw line.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Fournier.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
And so Fournier nails both of them. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Feeds it to George. And George with the stuff.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Pass to Green to the wing right side. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Paul George.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Boston. Millsap's against George. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
George passes to Whiteside. Now Powell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
James looking around. Outside, Walker. Fournier against Powell. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Conley against Walker. To the middle. Millsap dishes to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Here's James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
LeBron has made himself a deadly shooter. You can't fault the D for being a little too aggressive on his shot fakes.
Celtics have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And both free throws good for LeBron. Portland leading. Passes it to Powell. Conley against Walker. And stolen by Fournier. Pushing it up. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist from Fournier. Fournier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Conley kicks to Whiteside. Walker against Conley. Six to shoot. Here's Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. Tries to save it. And another turnover here by Portland. And let's get a check on some of the leaders from around the league with this list of the top assist men at small forward since we've emerged from the All-Star break. LeBron James, #1. In the third spot, Paul George.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his third foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Taj Gibson. Portland on defense. James, the pass to Walker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside Conley. The dish to George. Now here's Powell. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. But they get it back. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Portland again missing. And LeBron throws it down hard.
The ability to flip the switch, right? LeBron James, he decides it's time for me to score a little bit right now. Let me give my team a little bit of juice.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And let's review some numbers for Paul George. 3rd in steals, 4th in free throw percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Now here's Powell. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
And here is James after Paul George getting his 3 to go. The drive by James, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony. The Celtics have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Millsap passes to Walker. And the dunk by James.
Now, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
The pass to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. Now James. 17 points in the game. Fournier, again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
George with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. Pass to Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Walker against Conley.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Portland, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Celtics. Burks is checked in. And George drops them both.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Stolen by George. Powell, the pass to Dragic. Anthony left side. He dishes it to George. Shot clock at 6. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Brook Lopez. And Morris subbed in for Walker. Dragic against Morris. Pass to LeBron. Excellent D there from George.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. James with the ball. Passes to Millsap. Back to LeBron. To the inside. Outside for Millsap. James against George. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 19 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
James against George. And it's George finishing it off.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, James. Back to Morris. Offensive rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Here is Williams. Portland making their last shot. Burks against Powell. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A 3 from George. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tony Snell subbed in for LeBron. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris kicks to Green. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now the pass to Pop. And here's Whiteside. Outside Dragic. Back to Whiteside. Dishes to Dragic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here. Both free throws good from Dragic. 12 seconds left here in the second. Morris outside.
Well, Taj Gibson proves year after year he is a very capable defender. This guy is willing to contest shots.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. And just keep.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. It's been quite a night so far for him. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Tremendous start by Paul George, one of the premier two-way players in the world. Now, he can score from any spot on the floor, and he can guard from 1 through 4.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's LeBron and at the small forward.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Celtics trail by 8. Walker the pass to Millsap. Back to Walker. From outside the arc. Kept alive by Boston.
A really good rebound and traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Fournier passes to Lopez. George against James. 6 on the shot clock. Leans from outside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. James has got 21.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The shot by Powell, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Offensive rebound. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Paul Millsap. And so George will bring it up for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. Latrey drills the three-pointer. He's got 24.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Now here's James. He's got 21. Lopez outside. From deep, Walker drills it from outside. Walker's got 11.
Kemba Walker is a cold-blooded competitor, and there is nothing he likes more than to answer 1-3 with another.
Here's Powell. 9 points in the game so far. And here's George for 3. Goes back up. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Fournier. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Millsap. Here's Walker. He's got 11. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. James against Anthony. LeBron kicks to Walker. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
George passes to Whiteside. Yep, it counts. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Now the feed to Millsap. Back to Walker. 5 on the clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 26 points per, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Looking to get back on track here. The shot by Powell, no good. Celtics trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. George has got the ball, and it's Norman Powell with the 3. Powell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Millsap finds Walker. Over Conley. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Passes it to Carmelo. Powell with it. And it's good off the back rim and in. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. Boston's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the pass to Fournier. Lopez kicks to LeBron. They need this, and the layup is good. James has got 23 points.
Boy, the poise, the concentration. LeBron James, so gifted, so big.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
For the Trailblazers, Gibson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Norman Powell. Conley kicks to Anthony. LeBron against George. And the rejection by LeBron. And he recovers it. No good from Dragic. And so James will bring it up for the Celtics. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Now here's Dragic. 9 points in the game so far. And stolen by Fournier. LeBron James on the wing. To the paint. Here's Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
Those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Here is Conley. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
It's Millsap with the drive.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Outside Conley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire at the charity stripe for all of the past month. You look at George, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Norman Powell.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you they put a lot of long hours in the gym to get those percentages to where they are.
You know, and being the slashers that they are, having that kind of success at the line does even more to get them into attack mode. They're always looking to create some contact and get to the line for what is an almost automatic 2 points.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Conley. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Baseline J on the way. The shot by George, no good. The Celtics on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
George against LeBron. George passes to Gibson. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Baseline try. Good D by Lopez. Boston trailing. Fournier in the corner. For the tie. And he lays it up and in. Fournier's got 10 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. Alec Burks checked in for Evan Fournier. And Monte Morris subbed in for Walker. Anthony's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
James dishes to Burks for the lead. Off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
George up top, covered by Morris. Anthony kicks to Dragic. Outside Conley. Clock at 6. Over Morris. They grab their own miss. Whiteside. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Burks for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tony Snell's checked in for LeBron. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's George. The putback. Rebounded by Snell. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Burks leading the charge. Dragic comes with the double team. 3-pointers. Snell cans it from downtown. Snell's got himself on the board with 3 there. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Here's Snell. Inside. Here's Morris. Good work defensively by Conley. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Dragic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What balance there from Dragic. He's terrific at fending off the defense and focusing on the rim.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. And that one falls for Dragic. And here's Burks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. He kicks to Snell. Back to Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams trying to break free. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Dragic. Puts up a 3. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics trail by 6. Morris outside. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So it's the Celtics now. And here's Morris for three.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Powell, the pass to George. George double teamed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
To stop the run. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trail by 8. They've got Whiteside. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. So it's the Celtics now.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Again, the miss by Morris. Outside, Dragic. George passes to Carmelo. Over Green. Green with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Morris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Celtics. George double-teamed. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, that's part of any great scorer's arsenal, the ability to create contact and get to the line.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Now, here is Morris. Green passes to Williams. Kicks to Fournier. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Dragic. Whiteside inside, covered by Morris.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's George, following the basket by Evan Fournier. Pass to George. Whiteside kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good for Morris. Both good from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Celtics making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Now here's Anthony over Green. That one off the back iron and out.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Passes it to Fournier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Whiteside, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Sharch has checked in for Whiteside.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. Some changes for Boston. Brook Lopez has checked in for Robert Williams. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Jeff Green. And so Fournier nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Trailblazers leading by 3. George looking over the floor. Banked in off the glass. George has got 26.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
Back to Walker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Powell. Outside Dragic. Stolen by Walker. And Burks now atop the key. Here's Lopez. Outside for Millsap. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And really, over the last few years, Millsap has really improved that outside shot. Now capable of stretching the defense.
Here's George. Outside Anthony. Here's the pass to Dragic. Outside George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Burks. Millsap finds Burks. And it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Batum's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Boston. Dragic against Walker. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Lopez, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now Lopez. Paul George missing from long range. Celtics passing it around. Lopez against Batum. For 3, Millsap. Boston, no good that time either. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James, the pass to Walker. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Now Dragic. There's the dish to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got 10 points here in the second half. Here's LeBron. Pass to Walker. Back to James. It's Fournier on the wing. Passes it to Walker. Lets it go. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. In the corner, George with it. Outside Anthony. Three-pointer. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half. Walker,
bounce pass. Fournier dishes to Walker. Out to the right wing. Millsap passes to Fournier. Trying to get open is Lopez. The kick out to Walker. Trains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's Dragic. Good.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
Fournier. Anthony with the block. Shoots the 3. No good from Dragic. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And that one falls for Fournier. A different look now for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Batum. And Mike Conley subbed in for Goran Dragic. Second free throw, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. No coverage that time. Howell's got 10 points here in the second half. Celtics trail by 4. Walker with it. Right side Fournier. Here's Lopez. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside, George, and it's sent back by Lopez. Pushing it up. Here's Fournier. Portland grabs the miss. Howell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Conley's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Walker the pass to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
George against LeBron. And George is good for 3. George has got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers. Celtics trail by 4. The pass to Fournier. Back to Walker. LeBron James on the wing. And they double up LeBron. 5 to shoot. Lopez, no luck. Portland leading by 4. Conley for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Lopez outside. He kicks it to Millsap. From deep, Walker. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it again. Anthony's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And a wide open look for James. It's good from long range. James has got 26 points.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Celtics trail by 6. And they double up James. For 3, Millsap. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 11 rebounds in the game. Portland no good that time either.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss. My goodness, Kemba under duress, big-time basket.
George against LeBron. George double teamed. Down low, Gibson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out. He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And they double up James. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Powell for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
George double teamed. Anthony against Walker. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's LeBron. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, my goodness. Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
LeBron against George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Laces one from 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Conley. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to George. Lets it go with a 3. It's money from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 5. 7 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And here's Millsap from the arc. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We willed our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.